More details about the Heroquest Warlock were just released. On October 9th, 2020, a new blog post went up on the Avalon Hill website announcing a Warlock playtest by Doug Hopkins. The first thing that you'll notice is that they have the miniature on the right and the two sides of the card on the left. The picture in the thumbnail is that exact picture that's on the card, and you can also see all the stats there. Compared to the original wizard, you can see that there's a couple differences in stats. And the description of the character is exactly the same as we heard at Hasbro PulseCon, except below there's this extra little clause. It says, counts as wizard hero for the purposes of which weapons, artifacts, and equipment they can use. That's good because they don't have to introduce any more specific weapons, you could use the same ones as the wizard. The next little paragraph is discussing the design elements. Whoever designed this miniature based on that artwork wanted it to be fearsome and scary and make use of the winged creature they are a host for as they quest. And they like the idea of demon form for the hero to recover a spell that you've already cast. We'll get into that a little bit later. Then, below that paragraph, we get the description of the character again. The Warlock's statistics and equipment are comparable to the Wizard's, but the Wizard excels in utility, with 9 spells they can call upon. Our Warlock is more of a focused ranged damage dealer. And on the screen here you can see that the Warlock's unique weapon is a wand. The wand gives you the attack strength of 2 combat dice against any monster you can see, and a Warlock may purchase a new wand for 125 gold coins. The weapon allows the Warlock to attack at a range, and only the Warlock can purchase this wand, meaning it's unique to that character. The Warlock has 3 spells. There's Demon Form, where the Warlock ignores pit traps and may roll 1 extra combat die each time they attack until the spell is broken. The spell is broken when the hero suffers 1 point of body damage. You regain this spell when you reduce a monster's hit points to 0. Demon Form is like your reusable buff that allows you to ignore pit traps, which is awesome. Next is Fear. The spell causes any one monster to become so fearful that their attacks are reduced to 1 combat die. The spell can be broken on a future turn by rolling 1 red die for each of their mind points. If a 6 is rolled, then the spell is broken. This is very much like the Cause Fear cantrip in D&D as well. You make a monster so scared that they can't fight you, and it's great. Next we have Dark Wings. Cast the spell on an enemy's turn after you have suffered damage. Reduce that damage to 0 and move instantly to any unoccupied square you can see. This spell reminds me somewhat of Hellish Rebuke from D&D, except instead of dealing damage you're simply teleporting away. And Doug wanted the spells to reflect the self-serving nature of the Warlock. Nothing here directly helps your allies. The Warlock focuses on escaping trouble long enough to remove monsters from the board, and they are rewarded by recovering their demon form spell for doing so. Now, all these spells and this information is not final. If you look back up at the top, this is merely a Warlock playtest, so things may be subject to change. And with Heroquest, if you didn't know, it is also now available in the UK, Australia, and New Zealand through 3 different external sites, and more stretch goals were unlocked as well. Right now we're at 2,113,000, and because we passed the 2 million mark, more stretch goals were unlocked. The first of which are the 2 extra zombies that we saw at PulseCon. Next at 2.4 million, that's the Druid hero. 2.6 million is extra orcs, and I think that this is the one that's really pushing a lot of sales because it looks really awesome to have orcs with warhammers. 2.8 million is extra mummies, these are female mummies. 3 million is the Spirit Queen's Torment questbook. 3 million, as well as a bonus thing, is a bard hero that is an orc. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please do give me a like and a sub because it really helps me out, and I will see you all in my next video. Goodbye.